We are now connected.
So as I was preparing for this collective reading today, I felt this really strong presence of someone that is carrying the mark of the chosen one. And as I was feeling into this, I looked down at my cell phone. It was 11:11 a.m. So right away, I knew I had to set an intention with Spirit to connect me with those of you that carry this mark. And because you're here, I want you to trust that you are among the rare few that are the chosen ones. So this video is showing up for you today, and you clicking on it is because the mark that you carry is being activated through it. So welcome in, my beautiful friends. I am so happy and thankful to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria. This is a collective reading. It is for all zodiac signs. It's also timeless. So whenever you're finding this video is exactly when you're meant to. So let's call in Spirit, open up this space and see what it is your soul is meant to hear today. So I wanted to first start with a spirit animal first. The spirit animal is guiding you on your journey right now, and we have the coyote that is coming forward. You might have seen one recently. The message it has is trust your ability to adjust to life's changes. Your quick thinking will solve any problems. So once again, trust your ability to adjust to life's changes. Your quick thinking will solve any problems. And I feel that your mind is very sharp. It's incredibly powerful. And what they're really saying here is to be more intentional and strategic as you are moving through whatever experiences you are moving through. So that is your message from the coyote. I'm going to pull another oracle message. And I feel this is the universe speaking to you. And the other thing I wanted to share here before I pull this card is I felt someone's energy that over their experience, they have been told that they're too sensitive. You may have felt that people have been telling you you're too sensitive, you are different, or you've felt different, or like you've never really fit in a way. And the other thing that was really interesting, what I felt was like this sudden but overwhelming feeling of being watched. Like just people noticing me and me feeling really uncomfortable because of it. So maybe this is something that you have experienced. And what Spirit is saying right now is it's because you're marked. This is why you feel everything that you feel. Okay, so transformational relationships is a message coming through to you directly from the universe. So surround yourself with good people, and you'll find that previously unimaginable horizons will open up to you. So what's happening here is you may be moving through a transformative energy in your relationships with the people that you surround yourself with. And maybe there's an awareness around the people in your life and how they make you feel, the energy exchange between you and them, right? So I feel the spotlight is on some of your relationships at this time. And there is this beautiful connection that is being made here. And this eclipse in the background, I feel, is also representing something for some of you today. Now, it's really interesting because Spirit is communicating to you in many different ways. I don't know if any of you have felt like buzzing sounds at night. I feel the nighttime energy is more active. I'm getting like these sensations in your body as well, like feeling like there's bugs crawling in your skin, zapping, little jolts, or even heart palpitations. I don't know if any of you have been feeling that recently. I feel this is a part of what is happening in your life right now energetically. We have the King of Pentacles. This card has been coming out throughout many of the collective readings, and I feel what Spirit is trying to do is reconnect you with your power. Right? It is about grounding and stabilizing yourself as you are moving through whatever experiences you are having. So the King of Pentacles. We also have the Empress card. So you know what? I shuffled this card deck, but it seems like the same cards are coming through from the previous collective reading. So you are going through a growth experience. Things are expanding and you may be finding yourself out of your comfort zone. So these feelings that you are feeling, this heightened feeling of sensitivity, this feeling like your sensory ability is amplified. Let's ground and center that and take care of yourself as you're moving through it. And your next card, I'm going to pull one right from the middle of the deck, is the Seven of Wands. This feels like it's testy, like you're moving through something that is coming at you and you're having to protect yourself. And your card does say here, surround yourself with good people and you'll find the previously unimaginable horizons will open up to you. Why do I feel that I was meant to ask you to protect your energy? I felt like I read that earlier, but that's actually not what happened because I'm not seeing it here. So that's unusual. But I feel that because you are elevating, you are growing, you are expanding, you are meant to have some healthy boundaries up and protect your energy and protect what matters in your life. Okay, so Seven of Wands. Now, I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition and you will also receive your own messages. And that is my favorite part, is when you share with me how these cards connect with you, how they show up in your life, and how you resonate with this reading. So share with me in the comment section below. So you know what? I feel that they're wanting you to take a look at the markings on your hands. There's something here that is coming forward as some sort of a marking through history in your life's experience. I don't know if any of you have birthmarks or scars. This could be even tattoos that represent a point in your life, some sort of an experience that you've had, and even your dreams, right? These are, again, these markings are letting you know that you're here for something different. You are not like the ones around you. And I feel that some of you, your parents have always told you that you were different. There's something here I'm getting around your parents. So before I continue on here, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating with you, please leave it behind, but also pass this reading along to someone that might need to hear its message. Now, I'm going to leave your individual readings that are extensions of this collective reading in the pinned comment section below. So make sure you check those out. And I feel you are a rare soul, and I feel this is an affirmation that is coming in for you to claim and seal in the comment section below. So you can write down in the comments, I am a rare soul and I know it. I am a rare soul and I know it. You're here to do something completely different in your life. You're not here to follow the norm. This is what I'm getting. You were chosen for something completely different and you've always felt it. And because we have the King of Pentacles here, the time, I feel, has something to do with it. Like time has always been either a constraint or it's always felt like freedom to you. So you'll have to share with me how time is coming in for you. Time constraints, wanting to have something right away or wanting to be something in this certain amount of time. So what you want to do here is, if this is what you're feeling, this pressure around timing, is cut the cord on it and not stress and worry about that. Leave that up to spirit. I'm also getting something to do with your age. There's some sort of pressure around your age here. Let that go as well. And it's pressure, what I'm feeling here. And the King of Pentacles is representing a sturdy foundation. And I don't know why, but either your parents, your grandparents, or this could be your ancestors as well that are coming forward as support for you. So some of you may have parents that are still alive. Some of you have parents that are on the other side. No matter where they are, they're showing up for you as strength. I feel that, again, this might have to do with relationship dynamics. You might be going through a period in your life where the relationships, whether it's with your parents or family, is changing. And it could feel like you're having to protect yourself, like you're starting to recognize patterns or things that just don't align with you. And I'm getting someone that was told something specific that made you feel a certain way. I remember when I was younger, because I was a girl, I was told girls don't do this, girls don't do that. You have to behave, you have to be proper. And I used to hate that. I was like, forget it. I'm not like that. Why do I have to be like that? I'm not going to be that at all. So I was rebellious and I didn't really listen to what my mom had to say, right? So I feel some of you also, since your childhood, through your teenage years, your younger adult years, there's been this feeling of having to protect yourself from what wasn't yours. You know, you felt different. It's like, no, this is not what I feel I am. This is not the energy I want to surround myself with. So there may have been a lot of problems for you, perhaps with bullying or being taken advantage of, all kinds of things. And I remember when I was a teenager in high school, I used to get into a lot of fights. And the only reason why was because I was bullied. So I've got a scar on my back from a girl like throwing a book at me, but because it was sharp, it cut my back. So I still have that scar. I've got a scar on my forehead because my brother took his Tonka toy and bashed it in my head, right? So there's a few different energies that are coming in that are leaving markings on you, confirming that you are a rare chosen one. And with the King of Pentacles showing up here, there's an opportunity for you to stand in this truth as your sovereign self. There's freedom here as well. So there's something that Spirit's trying to show you through your experience, through you, your history around the footing, the foundation, the stability in your life. There's something they're trying to show you through this. And like, I feel you are here to create, you are here to make magic in this lifetime. And this magic has existed in you since you were a child. Like, I don't know if any of you used to visualize yourself as a princess, as a prince. Maybe you were a race car driver. Maybe you were a doctor or a nurse. Like, there's visualizing, dressing up, you know, these kinds of experiences that came through your childhood. So I feel like they're throwing all of everything at me right now as I'm reading this card. It just feels like your history jam-packed in one. So there may have been an experience recently where you've been talking and reminiscing about your past, feeling a lot of different things. And I feel most importantly for some of you, there's something that you're really proud of, something that you have accomplished, something that you're really happy about. This is what's coming through. And it doesn't matter what life has been, it's brought you here and you are exactly who you are because of that. There's strength in this, not weakness. I feel you have overcome the weaker parts of this experience. What is happening right now? We've got a random tarot card that just popped up. I flipped over. I don't know how that happened. It is the Eight of Pentacles. You know what this card is letting me know is you are fine-tuning things. You're tweaking stuff. You're making adjustments. And I feel it's because you are perfecting the rhythm, the flow of your life. You are perfecting yourself within your experience, right? This is what I feel this card is representing. So I'm just going to put that there in the background. I feel it's a background energy. You're going to see the results of your effort. You're going to see that where you're putting your energy, you're going to see a lot of rewards, like the fruits of your labor. You are meant to receive, you are meant to give at this time. This is what I was feeling, the giving energy for some of you. You are meant to give, you are meant to do, you are meant to connect, you're meant to collaborate. And they're saying teamwork makes the dream work. And I feel because this teamwork, connections, relationships are coming up to the forefront, I feel it's how you are showing up in these relationships, in these connections, this energy exchange. And, you know, I've been talking about this in my readings recently because I feel there's a lot of planetary alignments that are working its way through our lives right now, peeling away layers that don't belong to us. And I feel especially in our relationships, you are becoming more aware of what nourishes you and what drains you. The kind of relationships that fill you up and the kind that empty you. So you may be going through a process where you're realizing this and maybe it's a shock and you're going through the emotions of it and trying to figure out, okay, what do I do in this situation? Or perhaps you're putting up some boundaries and you're reinforcing them and going through this like experience where you're having to show up. as a leader, as an authority over your life, over your experience, but in a way that is very loving, and especially loving toward yourself. And I feel this is another message that has been coming up for the collective, is taking care of yourself, because you are important. Now, I'm getting the ups and downs of life that we all experience. And I feel the ups and downs are experiences that you're aware of and that you are okay moving through. There's no stress here. There's more trust. And I feel this is something that you had to come to. And the trust, I feel, has been built up because you know that you're different. It's almost like you are honing in on your rarity. You are honing in on your uniqueness, your weirdness, if that's what you want to call it. And I'm feeling a lot of you working on yourselves. Like, I've been learning a lot of words recently to enhance my vocabulary, to understand things on a more deeper level. And I feel this is what the Empress card is also representing. Now, the Empress card is a major arcana card. It lets me know that some of you are moving through something that is empowering you. You're being called to stand up in strength and courage as you're moving through this experience. And I feel for some of you, you have support through your parents. They've taught you these things. And some of us have to learn these things on our own. I feel like I had to learn a lot on my own because my parents, I don't feel it was intentional on their part, because they are who they are. They were raised a certain way and probably didn't know, right? They did the best that they could in the experience and the opportunities they had, the resources they had. And so there's like this interesting like connection to the family here that I'm feeling. And, you know, feeling like maybe you just never fit into your family or your neighborhood or your school. I used to not like school, and I always had problems because I was bullied in school. Girls used to bully me. They wanted to scrap and fight me. And I was like, why? I don't want to do this. I'm not this person, right? And I always felt like a black sheep. And I'm holding this upside down. So that's really interesting that I'm holding that upside down. Some of you may be feeling the energy of the Empress upside down throughout your life, where you didn't feel fully connected to your light. But now I feel you are being activated and this light is meant to shine. So you may be going through an experience where you're connecting with a higher version of yourself. You are connecting as this higher version of you. And the Seven of Wands is representing like you on an incline. You are elevating right now. And everything may be coming at you all at once. It feels like you're having to fight the world. You're in this battle. Maybe it's a battle with yourself or energy. Energy vampires is what I'm getting here as well. This is why they want you to protect your energy, protect what matters to you. And it's not through being aggressive, rude, or mean. It's through love, kindness, and compassion. This is going to be your superpower as you're moving through the next few weeks of your life. Okay? So I feel what Spirit is trying to do is warn you of energy that may feel like friction. It may be distracting you or interfering in some way. You're not here to match the external energy, and you can see that this person is not afraid. They are standing their ground. They've got their boundaries up. They're communicating clearly those boundaries, right? And, you know, sometimes people test our boundaries. Sometimes people disrespect our boundaries. That is giving you a clear idea of that energy. And because you have that clear idea, that clear knowledge, I feel that it's up to you what you want to do with that. You can choose to stay within that vibration and frequency, or you can choose to not. That's up to you. But know that as you're moving through your experience, you are being activated. You are actually rising to a higher frequency, a higher vibration, and you're connecting with a higher version of yourself. And I feel what's going on here is you're reaching a point in your life where you are taking a step above, a step up. And this step up feels like the next step to something, or it's something that you've been feeling that you are being called to do. It's active, it is in motion, it is moving, right? So I feel sometimes the Seven of Wands feel like everything happening at once. This could be, you know, when it rains, it pours. when we have a lot of challenges, it feels like we're getting hit with them all at once. Or we could be living in an experience of abundance, but feeling like there's a lot of opportunities and we're having a hard time figuring out which one we want to take up, or you're feeling confused, or it might be overwhelming, right? So I feel this energy is encouraging you to stay connected to your frequency and vibration. So as you're moving through your experience, how are you choosing to show up? What kind of vibration and frequency are you sharing with those around you? How are you reacting to things? How are you choosing to look at things as well? Because I feel that there are different lenses that you actually have. You're able to look through different perspectives. This is a part of the gift of the chosen one. You're able to understand a lot. You are able to read people, I feel is the biggest one for some of you. You're able to pick up on patterns. So you're more aware than those around you. And I feel you're able to put the pieces together or connect the dots much faster, where some people may feel like they didn't see any of that, but you do. So they're wondering how that happened. Or maybe you're wondering how you know. And maybe this is where that feeling of being watched is coming from. And it's really interesting that they bring that up again, because maybe that feeling watched, whether it was through people or something else, may have made you feel insecure. And maybe this is where thoughts ran wild in your mind and you find yourself in a state of anxiety and just feeling all kinds of ways and not learning how to, or not knowing how to manage this or to work with this power. This is what it is. It's a gift that you have. This gift of empathy, this gift of picking up on energy, learning how to work with this. It is something that you are being called to work with because you're using this to heal. You're a healer. You are a spirit warrior. And what I'm also getting is this connection to animals, especially ravens and crows. I don't know if any of you have seen ravens and crows. Being woken up in the middle of the night at odd hours, waking up and feeling like there's like a flood of information in your brain and you're feeling like you're overwhelmed. This is the whole process of this experience. And those of you that have felt that life has always been challenging for you, it's because you are a chosen one. I feel this way about me because I've gone through experiences that I feel not many people I don't know. Everyone has their own unique experience, and we can all say there's no way you would have ever been able to go through what I've gone through. And I feel it's because the many, many challenges and hardships is because you are a chosen one. There is something that Spirit is revealing to you within your experience right now. And this has to do with this next step. It has to do with what's coming up and what's next for you. And I feel this is something that you have been feeling for a while, pondering and meandering through. This is what I was feeling as I was preparing for your reading, shuffling through the cards. You're looking for something, or you either found it and you're wanting more information or wanting to understand it on a deeper level. Maybe you're looking for some guidance or clarity. Know that it's all coming in for you. You are a chosen one. And that feeling that you have about it is correct. Everybody has their own journey. And I don't know, I feel some of you have connected to your purpose, to your calling recently, or you know what it is, and you're trying to figure out how you're going to work with it, how you're going to make it happen. There's something here I see that you are visualizing. This is a spiritual experience for you. Whatever it is that you are going through right now, it's a very transformative experience, especially with the people you are connecting with. And I feel the way that you're showing up is where you're going to see the results. I feel what you're doing is fine-tuning yourself as you're moving through this, through nurturing and caring for yourself. Why am I pulling more cards? I just feel like I'm looking for the Empress card. I don't know where it went. It just disappeared on me. And we've got now the Knight of Pentacles. They're asking you to be strategic here, the Seven of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. You're a spirit warrior. That's what's coming through this card. There's no need to rush through your experience. Slow down and take things one at a time. Okay, this feels like you're playing the game of life in some way. It just feels like that. You're having to make that next move. Somebody else makes the other move, and you want to be very calculated. You want to be smart about this. Okay, so this is what's coming through for you today. Now, I wanted to pull a bonus card. This is the ritual deck. This is the card deck that I felt called to use in this reading today. So you have a ritual coming through for you that you can practice through this card deck. And what we're getting is the waning moon. This is about trust, trusting yourself in this experience. We have the number 43 on this card. So I feel this is a number of significance. Perhaps you're 43 years old. I'm getting April the 3rd. I'm also getting the number 7 as a life path number. And I'm getting 43 days around this message. So I feel this ritual you're meant to do for 43 days. All right, so we are getting here. It is time to let go. Dissolve into the moment and trust your ability to be in flow with what is. Ask for support when needed. What areas of your life are you asking to be more trusting in? The waning moon signals a time of releasing control and being in flow with what is. Phases of directing your intentions will come again, but this is not that time. So they want you to immerse yourself into the experience. This is the Empress card, right? What would it feel like to let go of any expectations you might have or be holding on to, any expectations that you are holding on to? Do any fears arise at the moment the thought of letting go of control shows up? If so, you can provide your fears with some space to be. Sometimes the movement needed can only come with a willingness to be carried by the currents that are present. If you drop a leaf into a stream, the current will carry it downstream. The leaf may spiral, swirl, and bump into occasional rocks, but it will be carried to a new location. This can stir up grief, anger, and resentment, but remember, asking for help from human guides or more than human guides is always an option. So the ritual offering here for you is to create space for forgiveness. Forgiveness requires acceptance of what is, even if it causes anger, grief, or sadness. Forgiveness doesn't always mean a formal apology, although it can. In some situations, you might need to offer forgiveness to yourself, someone you're no longer able to talk to, or a more than human being. Where in your life could forgiveness serve as healing? Express your forgiveness in a way that feels both healing and appropriate to your situation. This might mean sharing it with someone or creating a ritual like burning a candle, speaking words of forgiveness to the earth, giving an offering, writing or making art to express your forgiveness. So forgiveness is going to be a superpower, something that you can practice over the next 43 days. So this is your message from the waning moon. Trust yourself in your experience. We're going to go ahead, close, and seal your reading now with an angel number. So we are getting here for you is 000, big decisions. You may be finding that you are facing some big decisions, and perhaps you're looking for some advice. And if you are, take advice from someone that has your best interest at heart. Your best interest at heart. So the message here is you're getting a new perspective. There's a giving and receiving. This is the energy exchange that I feel is something that you're aware of. There's endless flow that is full of possibilities in your life right now. Your life is full of possibilities. There's an endless flow, so there's some big decisions to be made here. So this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching.
Trust you're here for a reason. Spirit called you here.
If you enjoyed that, my family and I have lots more to share with you.
Ria and I have our helpful 14-day mindset shift and 60-day soul commitment challenge ebooks to help give you the tools to transform and grow into your best self.
You can find my special handmade intention candles made with loving care along with my other creations at Koto Create.
Hi, Tom here. Feel free to check out my spiritual health and wellness videos and more new stuff every day on Sacred Knowledge Living. And sometimes even these guys make an appearance. Take care and be calm.
Last but not least, my daughter and I have these beautiful pendant collections available at Sacred Haven. And Katomi and I are still creating videos at Sacred Oracles whenever we have time throughout the month. So you can find all the links in the description box below, and we appreciate all of your support.
Thank
you for watching. I'm sorry.
It's pretty close.